What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are in another week of the NHL, and we are going to do another week of stock up, stock down, where we take one team from the East, one team from the West, and we see whose stock is going up, whose stock is going down. We're already over a quarter of the way through the season. This season is just flying by, so let's not waste any time. Let's dive right into it, starting with stock down. We're going to start in the East. Columbus Blue Jackets are my stock down team. Now, I could have went with the Detroit Red Wings real quick. They will get an honorable mention. Detroit has not been playing well. They got off to a good start. 4 straight losses. Haven't played the best hockey. But Columbus, they are blowing a lot of third period leads. They get ahead in these games. They're playing well in the first and second periods and having multiple goal leads, but they continuously blow these leads in the third period and in overtime. They've lost 4 straight, and they're costing themselves points that are so pivotal. Every race right now in the East and in the West is so tight. Columbus they're not playing that great, and they're struggling right now. And honestly, it comes down to 2 or 3 games that could be the difference between making the playoffs and not. Columbus was only 2 points away from making a playoff spot last year, and that's 1 or 2 games. So Columbus is right there. They're close if they can finish games, but for now, they're stock down. Over in the West, the Chicago Blackhawks, they are my stock down team. They are struggling, losing 5 straight games. This young team that started the season so electric, so exciting, they're starting to struggle. Connor Bedard has been sensational this year. He's been very, very good. He's been everything that the Blackhawks could have hoped. But now, as we go into the later part of the season, not the beginning of the season, we're getting into mid-season now, they're not getting consistent scoring outside of Bedard. Their defense is a little shoddy, and play in net is hit and miss. With so many of these teams, it comes down to goaltending. Spencer Knight has been good. Soderblom has not. And their depth scoring, you have to question with the Blackhawks. Can they get goals without Connor Bedard being sensational? And that's what it boils down to. You have to be able to have depth scoring. You have to be able to have a game where, hey, our best guy isn't scoring. We have to find another way to get pucks in the net and find a way to win. So Chicago's struggling right now. They're a young team. They're loaded with talent. They do have cap space. If they're close to the playoffs, you can expect them to make a move to maybe add a veteran with $15 million in cap space. But for now, they are stock down. Over in the East, stock up has to be the Tampa Bay Lightning. 7 in a row for Tampa Bay, and impressive in doing so because they're facing a lot of injuries so far. Hedman's missed a couple games, McDonough, Braden Point, all key guys on their roster, and they're showing their depth right now. 7 in a row, they are now starting to separate themselves in the Atlantic. These divisions for the last couple of weeks have been so tight. Everybody's been together, and now Tampa seems to be that team that, hey, they look like the best team in the Atlantic. They look like probably the favorites in the East, and I'll pat myself on the back because I did call it. I said Dallas and Tampa would be my cup prediction. So we'll see where Tampa goes from here, but they're playing some great hockey. Their top guns are playing really well, and they're getting some depth scoring because with the injuries, other guys have to step up. Tampa's going to be a good team to beat. They're going to be very tough. Over in the West, there's so many good teams, and the Central Division is just fantastic. Colorado, Minnesota, and Dallas, you could choose any one of those 3 teams. Colorado is 9-0-1 in their last 10. Dallas is 8-1-1, and Minnesota is 8-0-2 in their last 10 games. 3 teams that are sensational. One of these 3 teams is going to end up playing each other in the first round, most likely. That means one of these 3 teams will be eliminated. They are playing fantastic, but we can only pick one team. Stock up goes to the Dallas Stars. That is my Stanley Cup prediction. I just said Dallas and Tampa. Dallas is playing really, really well. They're starting to click. And I predicted this with Jason Robertson and Rantanen on the wing. Those guys are leading the charge. Wyatt Johnston has been great. They have depth. They have, I think, the best defense in the division. When you look 1 through 6 as defensemen, I think Cale Makar is obviously the best defenseman in the world. When you look at 1 through 6 in depth, I like their depth on defense. Dallas is good. And honestly, you can't sleep on Minnesota or Colorado either. That Central Division is going to be so fun. And it's really going to be a race to see who gets second, because I think Colorado is so far ahead for number 1. We'll see. Dallas is holding on number 2. That's home ice in the first round. It's going to be a bloodbath in the Central Division. It's going to be a bloodbath all over. But we'll see. Still a lot of hockey left. Over 50 games for every team. We'll see what happens. So let me know what you guys think. If you agree, give a like. If you disagree, leave a comment. And as always, please do not forget to subscribe. I am on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Please subscribe. I appreciate you guys helping to grow the channel. We'll see you next time.